20 years ago, I was in a courtroom. This is the old replica of courtroom back past the 80s, I think previous to the 80s. But in 2022, I'm sorry, 20, God dog it. In 2002, I sat in a courtroom and in front of the judge, and I begged, I was pleading, and I was like, please, sir, don't send it him to something that he can do and come back home and, help me with raise our daughter. We were a family. And you would be right here. You see the judge, he'll be sitting right there just looking at you, just like analyzing everything. You got the jury that'll be over there. I used to wonder why the jury never looked at us. They never looked at me and see me crying and shaking and everything I was doing. And I was told that they tell the jury, do not look at the family. Do not look at the family of the defendant. Over here to this side, that would be the counsel's table, which is weird that the prosecutor, the state, and the defendant is actually sitting on the same side. That's kind of different from me. You would have the court secretary there. You would have family and friends. So I would have been there, just sitting there. I remember sitting in the pew, just crying, just shaking. And then the judge looked at me. And as I sat there in that courtroom, just trembling, I'm like as they're reading charge after charge, guilty in the highest, guilty in the highest, guilty in the highest. As I'm sitting there trembling, he's like, ma'am, if you can't be quiet, I'm going to have to hold you in contempt of the court. So I quickly exited. I ran out the room. I ran out and I just ran into the front of the courthouse. And as I was going down the escalators, now there's escalators and stuff, and people were like, can I help you? And I'm like, no, just get off of me. Just get off of me. Just get off of me. You can't help me. There's nothing you could do. So I run out in front of the courthouse and I laid in the street crying. It wasn't until I seen his lawyer come out that I got myself out the street and walked up and approached him. Boy, this place right here changed lives. My life had forever been changed since we stepped in that courtroom. And my baby right there, my baby was, how old were you, 9 months? You were 9 months old when he was sentenced. And now my other baby right here will be 17 years old by the time her grandfather comes home. Girl, I know that's too much. I know it. I know it. 17 going to her prom. What's out the window? We better get out of here, money. Oh, you can't look out the window. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna, she liked that camera. She's showing out for the camera. So we're going to floor number 2. So you could take the stairs, but we have a stroller with us. And that's a heck of a name to call that mural. Up in Smoke, money.
Because every time somebody goes there, their life is ruined, obviously.
It's a replica of the old courthouse clock. Wow. Hey, you can't rush history learning. We're trying to learn. Okay, come on, let's go to special exhibits. Now, this is the one that is the African American floor. I was told that 2 years ago, actually had, the exhibit was the Ocoee Massacre, which was crazy. I would have loved to see that, but now it's gone. See it in what used to be and what, if y'all don't know the story of the Ocoee Massacre, Ocoee basically, so we can't go in that side? Traveling exhibit. Ocoee